Just listen to how happy the voice sounds right there. It just wants to be there. And this is a really well-trained voice that it's like, as soon as you bring it out of the dungeon a little bit and let it explore the first floor of the house, it's like, oh man, I'm so glad I'm out of the dungeon. What up, guys? It's your boy, Matt from RamseyVoice.com, aka Car Ramrod. And today I am so excited to be reacting to my boy Dimash again. This time I'm going to be actually reacting to his song Love Is Like a Dream. And this is one that has been requested over and over and over and over again, and I cannot wait to see it. I have been blown away time and time again by Dimash's voice. Will this be the time that he blows it and destroys my high opinion of him? I doubt it. He is from Kazakhstan. He sings in Russian. He sings in Italian. I haven't seen him sing in English yet, so that wouldn't be interesting. The title is actually in English, but maybe that's just a translation. So I haven't watched this before, obviously, because that's not the way that I roll. So I'm really excited to see what happens today. By the way, if you have a song that you want to see me react to, leave it in the comments. I read all the comments, and sometimes they make me laugh with joy, and sometimes they make me cry with the deepest sorrow. Sometimes I'm so sad that I lose my voice for the day. So don't make me cry. Leave me nice comments and tell me the things that you want to see me react to. By the way, like this video, subscribe to my channel. I do reaction videos all the time, and I have tons of singing tutorial videos out there too. But if you want to improve your singing voice today, check out my complete singing course, Master Your Voice. And I'd love to see how many people enroll in that. So we're gonna get started here. Remember to stick around until the end to see whether this is actually indeed a 5-star performance. And let's just jump right on in. Take us in, Dimash. That is not Dimash. What have you done with Dimash?
Dimash Kudaibergen.
Whoa, that's how you say it? Dimash Kudaibergen. Dimash Kudaibergen. Okay, I think it's like a yen at the end. That's interesting. Who's that? Who's that woman? Who are these women? You can't record this. YouTube's recording this.
Я в глаза твои, как в зеркало смотрюсь. Отражение потерять свое боюсь. Не хочу, чтоб я лишь гостем был в сумраке ночей и в судьбе твоей.
Interesting thing so far. You know, I like to stop like a few lines in and just kind of give my general impression so far. I've never seen this before. But what I find interesting is I've read a lot of people's comments and they're like,
Dimash is not a countertenor. He's like a baritone or dramatic
or whatever. Like the different voice types, we could argue about it all day. But the interesting thing to me is that I still believe that in my heart of hearts that he is a tenor. And the reason that I believe that is that even though he's singing low notes so far, he's mostly doing it in vocal fry at the beginning of this. They're just kind of croaking, and he's giving a little bit of tone to them. The most clear note that I've heard so far is a B flat 2, and that's right below the C3 where like my voice starts, for instance. So I can sing down to an I can sing down to a B flat 2. Doesn't sound amazing. He definitely makes it sound better than I can. But that's the first one that I've heard where it sounds like he's actually singing like a real full note. There's a couple ones before that where he gives us a little glimpse of notes. That's above the area I'm talking about. Again, you just have to give like a glimpse of a note and people will still kind of register it as like a part of your range. So I'm kind of interested to see whether like he does have a lot more fuller notes beneath that, or whether indeed he does have like a typical tenor range from like a B flat 2 up to maybe like, you know, well, we all know that he can go so much higher than that. But on the low end, I'd be interested to see if you can get below that.
Я люблю тебя, как любят в жизни раз.
See, it's a lot of vocal fry there too.
Словно солнце в мире
Right now he's like, oh,
не было до нас. От забот и мелких ссор я тебя увел.
Now, a lot of people would hear this and be like, oh, see, he's not a tenor. He's got like so much of those deep tones. I wouldn't say that, like, if you listen to my voice, like, I can make my voice sound very declarative and very strong down here, even though it's at the bottom part of my voice. That doesn't not make me a tenor. I'm still a tenor. It's just my natural speaking voice is a lot higher than that, but I can definitely force it down a little bit lower like that. So I'm not really seeing a lot of evidence to point to him being like a baritone or a dramatic tenor or anything like that. Definitely a higher voice still.
Ключи от счастья для тебя нашел, для тебя нашел. Любовь
So that's a G2.
похожая на сон. Сердец хрустальных перезвон. Твое волшебное
If he does it without dropping his larynx like he is right there, then it actually sounds like it's a legit part of his voice, even though it's at the very, very max of how low he can sing.
Я тихим эхом повторю, любовь похожая на сон.
Yeah, now he's in his balance.
Счастливым сделала мой дом.
It's like hard to calibrate where he is. That was a B flat 3.
Пускай не кончится она.
So you can just give it a tiny bit of breath and it still sounds right. I don't have that note really, but if I whisper it, I do.
Я прощаю одиночество и грусть. Ты сказала в них, я больше не вернусь. Так бывает только в сладком сне, но любовь у нас наяву сейчас. Не в глазах твоих себя не потерял.
So now we're getting into like the B section where things are starting to warm up a little bit more in terms of like the actual, I guess you could call it like the momentum and the energy of the song is starting to pick up. So I don't think he's going to get away with that breathy thing for much longer. My guess is that we're going to see the average notes that he's singing start to rise a little bit and he'll start to sing with a fuller voice, which will make it more comfortable for him for certain. There we go. Now his true voice is really starting to show itself.
И своей мечтой заслужил я это счастье быть с тобой, быть всегда с тобой. Любовь похожая на сон.
Yeah, and now he's super happy. Just listen to how happy the voice sounds right there. It just wants to be there. And this is a really well-trained voice that it's like, as soon as you bring it out of the dungeon a little bit and let it explore the first floor of the house, it's like, oh man, I'm so glad I'm out of the dungeon. Beautiful.
Твое волшебное люблю. Я тихим эхом повторю, любовь похожая на сон.
Aha, there we go. B flat 4.
Счастливым сделала мой дом, но вопреки законам сна, пускай не кончится.
Wow. Okay, man, we have to talk about that. That is amazing. So what we've got going on there is he's come full circle. He's gone from the dungeon or the basement in his voice into the first floor. Now he's in the top floor of the house looking out at the beautiful ocean view from the top of his house. And he's gone all the way up to the F5 in a beautiful, I would call him like a light tenor, in a beautiful light tenor voice. That's really where his voice is shining, is in that middle and that top part of his voice. He can definitely do the low stuff whenever he needs to without dropping his larynx too much, which is absolutely amazing. It's very, very easy to drop your larynx too much when you're singing at the bottom part of your voice. But if you can actually start to bring it down a little bit more and a little bit more without dropping it too much, that's gonna keep everything sounding really natural. And now he's got the just that beautiful light tenor sound, a full head voice, but it's still really not a very like, he doesn't have to go that crazy. The music doesn't require it. It's just a beautiful light tenor sound up there. There's your whistle, Dimash. I'm so glad to see it again. Oh my god. So yeah, I had like the hardest time in one of my previous videos determining whether Dimash was actually singing in head voice or whether he was in whistle, and I was like, ultimately I was like, yeah, it must be whistle, it has to be. And now I see it, and it's just like so graceful how he's able to blend into that top part of his voice. He's on the 4th floor now. He's on the roof. Wow. Wow.
Любовь похожая на
Whoa! Dimash! And you can see how exciting his voice sounds to be set free through that middle part. So he's like in an E5 on the top. He's got the, and he's using the drop jaw and the nice open mouth. That's kind of like keeping everything really like that Axl Rose, Led Zeppelin kind of sound where everything sounds really exciting. So we've gone from deep, dark, whispery vocal fry, whistle register to like he's covered every bass. Man. Dude, props to anyone that can hold that E5 as long as he can. It's just so beautiful. Like I said, guys, Dimash is a master. He's got complete control over all the different parts of his voice. We've got him in that woofy, low vocal fry. We've got him in that low, whispered chest voice. We've got him in his whistle. We've got him in his head voice. We've got him in his mixed voice. We've got him in his chest voice. He's just going through all the different registers of his voice just flawlessly. 5 stars, no surprise. I can't expect anything more from Dimash, and yet he keeps surprising me. I don't know how it happens, but I learn a lot every single time. And the point here is that you need to work every single part of your voice all the time. You need to know exactly how to work all those different parts of your voice together so that they're agreeing and you're getting the best out of all of them. I'm going to go on record and say that I still feel that Dimash is a light tenor. I would not call him a dramatic tenor at all. I see no evidence of that. He's got some authority on his low notes, which is great, but you can train that. It's not natural for him, in my opinion, or at least I haven't seen anything that shows me that it is natural for him. But still, I learn so much every time I see it. Guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this reaction video. Make sure to comment, destroy me in the comments, or just tell me your favorite thing about what you saw in the reaction video today. I will be smiling when I read them, and I can't wait to to see them. Also, make sure to like and subscribe to this channel. I'm doing reaction videos all the time, and I cannot wait to see you guys around. Or if you want to improve your singing voice, check out my complete singing course, Master Your Voice.